Welcome to the Love Below, you guys. And this Corona Chronicles, we still getting it. We still on quarantine. And I have in the house with me tonight, Godfrey.
Yo, what up? What up?
Hey, Godfrey, how are you?
I'm good. How you feel? How you doing?
I'm good. Look, I feel blessed to get them pretty white teeth on my show.
All right. Take care of them. Hey, you all have plenty of time to do dental hygiene.
Listen, and it's people at home not doing a damn thing about toothbrush or toothpaste.
Each
6 weeks.
You brush each tooth individually. You got so much time. You can count your teeth. You can floss every nook and cranny. If you come out here with a dirty ass mouth, you are a nasty son of a bitch. Because you are by yourself and there is toothpaste and brushes. You should be washing your toe. You should be appreciating your body, especially with all this virus and shit. Rinsing your mouth. If you come out of here with bad breath, I'm telling you, you're just a nasty motherfucker. That's real shit.
That is real talk.
You know what I'm saying? This is the time, okay, this is some weird, like these times are weird. Just rich old white people fucking people's lives up. Because I know it's them. So it ain't us. So all of them just sit there lying to us every day on TV while they sitting on billions, while we sit up there confused, don't know when to leave our house, come out of our house, none of that shit. That's how they want it. But anyway, so this is a time where you can take care of yourself as far as, like, I think cleanliness and, you know, clearing your mind of really letting you think about shit, you know, just about, you know what I mean? It's making people think about themselves. Like, I could die tomorrow. Shit, I could get, you know what I mean? When you're
it definitely is putting things in perspective.
You start seeing your mortality, like, especially when you got everybody, no matter what age you are dying. So it's like an even playing field right now where anybody.
So let me ask you, has that frame of mind changed your outlook on things, especially maybe as it relates to your sex life? Has it changed your outlook?
As far as my sex life, has it changed my outlook as far as
like maybe is it less important? Do you put less into it?
You know what's funny? I don't really think about sex like that. Hasn't been the first thing on my mind. You know what I mean? As much as I like sex like anybody else, but that all I'm about is just like not getting sick. I'm like, shit, right over there. You know, you get offers to go to chicks' houses. Oh yeah, no, I ain't doing that shit. What if I catch the virus opening her doorknob? Shit, I don't know.
Right.
You know, it could be. That's what I'm afraid of. I could get something, not even touching her, but touching something on her table. You know what I mean? And it's like, what if you touch a shoe that was, I don't know.
You got it. Then you got it.
I'm porno. Porn is doing me just fine. Porn. See, now everybody used to shit on porn. Now everybody's like, you know what? Everybody's pulling out the porn now. They appreciating that shit. I want to thank all the Jake Steve. I want to thank Lexington Steele. I want to thank Mr. Marcus. I want to thank Wesley Pipes. I want to thank Mandingo.
Your role model.
I want to thank all the porn chicks, Baby Cakes. I want to thank all the girls with anybody named Amber, Destiny, Star. All of them got those names. All the porn chicks. Thank you for all your film work, because this shit is coming.
You guys
as well. Candy as fuck. I didn't mean to. It's handy as yes, because it gets the evil out of you. That's why I think everybody should know how to masturbate. Everybody should be able to be self-aware.
It's very, very important. It's very healthy.
It's very healthy, and masturbation, man, it gets the evil out you, man. Word up, because sex is evil shit. It's evil. You know what I mean?
Boy, talk about it. Yes, it's,
you know, you get
a lot can come up out of there.
Because you got an evil face when you fuck. You're like, yeah. It's really some evil shit. Like we say, making love. Fuck that. Like there's an evilness to it. Like you're trying to hurt something. You're trying to,
Gotta dominate, gotta
you're trying to
seek and
hurt something.
destroy.
And a woman is like, yeah, fucking do it. Like, come on, destroy me. What you doing? Fuck, man.
So let me ask you,
Yeah.
what is most important about sex to you?
What's the most important? Me is to make sure the woman is satisfied. That's my prime, like, boom. Because it doesn't take much for us, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
woman, to me, for her to be satisfied is like everything. The physical part, the foreplay, boom. And my foreplay might not be what a woman wants. So everybody's different. So I don't know. You don't know. Everybody's different. But I think that if she's satisfied, then you're good to go. It's all downhill from there. If she's good, you're like, good. Okay. It's not going to take much for me. So, you know what I mean? That's That's the first thing for me, is that the woman's important.
So you said
I'm
something
not
very
I'm not about
interesting.
getting mine first. I want her to get her first, then I'm good.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. No,
Yeah.
kudos to you, Godfrey.
Yeah, that's how I work. That's how I work.
But you said something very important, that your foreplay may not be her foreplay. So I do want to just kind of share with the audience that it's okay to meet in the middle. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to go with your flow necessarily, but
No.
that's where that communication comes in. And that's where talking about what you want and what you like then comes in. Because even something simple as foreplay, where you may say, okay, well, I'm kissing on you, kissed on your neck, rubbed on you a little bit, you should be ready to go. That might not work for everybody. Somebody else's foreplay may be more tantric. Somebody else's foreplay may be more mental. So even when you're talking about the kind of sex you like, you need to talk about your before play and your after play too.
I think it depends on the type of woman you're dealing with too, because me being an academic person, I deal with like smart women. Like, I usually deal with women that are smart, like, because they call it sapiosexual.
Mm-hmm.
Sapiosexual means being sexually aroused by the mind. So I'm usually sapiosexual. I'm usually dealing with women that, like, my ex-girlfriend was an Ivy Leaguer, Black woman from the Ivy League. I deal with girls that are doctors and lawyers and just smart. They read a lot, museum. That's me. Like, kind of that nerdy hip shit. That's me. My father was an educator. I'm Nigerian, so you already know academic.
Oh yeah.
So already, you meet any Nigerian woman, it's like we all graduated, we're working on PhDs. That's what I fuck with. I mean, I'll fuck with some ratchet, but ratchet girls will dig me because of what I look like, but my lifestyle may not be what they like.
I understand
Sometimes
that.
they're not attracted to the lifestyle that I am. Because my lifestyle is, like I said, reading books, documentaries. Hey, did you see that documentary of Toni Morrison? Did you see? But if you talk to a girl that's academic, smart, she'd be like, yeah, I saw that one. I saw this one. I saw that one. You know what I'm saying? And that's
It definitely, yeah. So that conversation and that mental stimulation, that can be big. That can be big, but people don't always get that.
But most women are mentally stimulated, whether you're a ghetto motherfucker, whether you're a blue collar. Women still want you to get their mind. They still want you, listen, I'm gonna give it down to pimping. Even when you're a pimp, because I'm from Chicago. Corey Hope was from Chicago. We are from a pimp ass city, and pimps are everywhere. But Chicago's when I would see guys that pimped, I knew guys that were pimps, and they literally would get to a woman's mind. Like, they would talk that shit to her, like ba 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 ba. No matter what, whether it's academic, whether it's street, no matter. Oh, it's all about a woman's mind. If you stimulate her with that talk, no matter where you're from. And see, and I think I almost made a mistake. It's not just about being smart and talking about science. Sometimes if you're talking about that street game and just talking about real shit to a woman, she loves you. Go, I like this man's mind. You know what I'm saying? No matter what schooling you've had. It's women are emotional, and they're mental people, period. They always think, they're thinkers. They want you to get them here. That's why some cats get some dope ass girls and don't even be the best looking motherfuckers, but they just know how to talk. They know how to get a woman's mind. You know what I'm saying? There's some guys that because I grew up with niggas that could spit game, man. Oh my God. Like, and some of them weren't the best looking. There were some that were good looking, but there was dudes that I knew that just could spit that game, like boom, 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 boom. Bah.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You got it. So one story that I don't share about me often, but because you brought it up, I'm gonna go ahead and share this with my audience.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people who meet me, talk to me, say I come off, I have a very masculine approach to dealing with men and dealing in relationships and friendships and things of that nature. But when I was younger, I was approached by a pimp. And I think I was 13.
Ooh, ooh,
Um,
ooh.
13, and I will never forget this guy.
Right.
His name was 40 Below. If you're
And
still alive.
is that why you named your show Love Below?
No, but in this, but it's funny that you say that though. But his name was 40 Below.
Uh-huh.
And when I tell you that he made a very distinctive mental play move to try to get me to come on board with the program. And I will never, one of those things in my life, I will never forget that. And he would sit me down and just talk and just talk and just talk. And what he was doing was pretty much running game. But he was running the game down to me, how it should operate, how this, how that.
Right.
Never said, I'm a pimp. Never said, I want you to have sex with these men. Never said any of these things. But talk to me in such a way that it was like, wow, this nigga is electrifying right now.
The word about the thing about pimp, it's a verb really, because it's a pimp is just a description, it's the noun, but the game is what he's doing to you. That's pimping. It's not like he would be an idiot to go, hey, I'm a pimp, come over here. Like what? Like that's like me being a serial killer. The killers have charm. Like if I'm gonna kill you, not to be morbid, but if I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna be cool with you first. I have to be a charmer. Hey, how you doing? Okay, cool. I get to know you, then I slice you up. You know what I mean? If I saw you in the street, say, hey girl, I'm gonna fucking stab you. Get over here.
I would tell you what happened during those conversations though. It ended up turning into something way left from that. Instead of him looking at me as potential or money, he started looking at me as a little sister. So when it was time for him to leave, because the initial was, how could he get me to go? When it was time for him to leave, he was like, I want you to make sure that you always talk to me, make sure you are always okay. I'm gone. Didn't try to say, come on, or none of those things.
Right.
And we talked maybe once a week. And what he did when he talked was educated me. He educated me about dudes, about women, about how to operate, how to manipulate, just how to really, I could have started being a pimp myself by the time he got finished. Just educated me. And I always appreciated that because it could have been a whole nother thing. If I was weaker, you know what I mean? Or if he didn't see in me something that was bigger than the situation, it could have went a whole nother way. You know what I mean? But I learned a lot of the game from a real pimp.
How long did you know him?
Oh gosh, we stayed friends for maybe 6 years. And I don't know what happened to him after that. I don't know if he got arrested, killed, whatever. I don't know, but.
Did you see him pimping? Did you see him with his women sometimes?
Yeah, so one woman in particular who was like, I guess his bottom bitch. She was gorgeous, but what I also witnessed was her getting her whole ass beat.
Damn, that's what he was doing.
She got her ass beat, put in the hospital. Like I was privy to those things.
Wow.
Around it, and like I said, I'm blessed that I never entered into that life, but I saw enough to really have a firm understanding of what the risk was, what this mean. You know what I mean? It was a very interesting time in my life, especially at 14.
Damn. Right. Were you this in Baltimore?
No, that was actually in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Ah, okay, DMV.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not a Baltimore girl.
I don't know. I'm just thinking because of Bama, my man Bama.
Yeah, I'm not a Baltimore girl. Hell, he ain't a Baltimore.
Yeah, he's an Alabama, but he's been living in Baltimore for how long?
I don't know, maybe 20 years probably.
Wow. So yeah, he's a Baltimorean now.
Yeah, sitting there.
But yeah, that's yeah, but that's the thing. It's like that spit in the game, get into a woman's head.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key, you know. And it's like I said, sometimes lifestyles are what people like. It's like men with power. Like women like power. They don't give a fuck what you look like. You got power. That's attractive to them. That's sexual. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
get
know,
what you're
there's a
saying.
lot of women are attracted to a lot of different shit. You know, a lot of different shit. You never know. And it depends on when you catch a woman too. Sometimes you can catch her in a vulnerable position where she broken up with somebody, she mad at a particular person, and you
Mm-hmm.
stepped in at the right time. It could be that. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
could be the right look. You could be. It's so many different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
most
many different
definitely.
things.
Most definitely. Do you think that same plays true for men, or do you think it's totally different in dealing with men?
Men are more visual. Men
Okay.
are visual. That's a biological thing. When women say you guys are visual, yeah, get over it. This is how we were built. It's like you're getting mad at our balls. Like that's what it's like. It's like this is how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
We're visual. We look visual first. We're always like, oh damn. You know, but in a way it makes sense because you need us to get our dicks hard because so we have to see something to get it hard. So
It is.
so
It
so
is.
so this planet knew exactly what it was doing. Like, yeah, you're gonna see something, it's gonna make your dick hard, and then you're gonna put it in some coochie, and then you're gonna make babies. That's what biology. That's why when girls go, yo,
Pretty
niggas
much.
always looking,
There you go.
yeah, women always looking. See, when guys are looking at women, that is natural. That is not a weird thing. See, because when niggas ain't looking at you, then you mad. Then you upset. Oh, nobody looked at me. What? Nobody looked at. See, because it's not natural for men not to stare at you, like to go, oh shit. That's natural for dudes to go, not to be disrespectful,
Right, right.
but cats are disrespectful. But if you look at we're mammals, right? We're mammals. We're
All
all
that.
mammals. We learned that in biology. We're all mammals. Dogs are mammals. Whales are mammals. But all those other animals, they don't talk. They just get to it.
Yes.
We're in the same category as them because of our spinal cord, because of our warm bloodedness, because of the way we breathe. They don't they don't talk. They hey, let's do it. Or they do a bird call, some
Right.
have a call. And when we come at you like that's nature, man. That ain't some weird ass rule shit. Like, what are they doing? No. This is how the fuck it's done. Except the difference between us and other mammals, and
They
I
make
remember
life most times.
what do you say?
I said they mate for life most times. Most
Yeah,
other
in
species mate
ours,
for life.
the difference between ours is our complex brain and our ability to rationalize. That's what makes us at the top of the chain of mammals. It's
Mm.
our ability to rationalize. That's why we have rules. Like you can't just be talking to a girl like that. Oh, you got to say excuse me. You got to say hello. You can't. This person's this old. She's too young. Rules are we rationalize. Oh, you can't just. Well, I don't want to have a baby now. I'll use a condom. That's rationalization.
Mm-hmm.
Other animals just fuck and then keep it moving. They don't give a fuck. There's no like other animals complaining. You cheated on me. They just do what they do.
Yeah.
But we have like marriage, we have divorce, we have you can't do this, you can't do that. But deep down, I don't believe a lot of the rules don't make sense. A lot of the rules that we have, to me, don't make sense. So, but if you say that, then everyone gets mad at you because everybody's caught up in their rules. You
Do
know what I
you
mean?
think if you take away some of the rules, then relationships have a better chance of lasting?
Yes, and cats would be people, and that polyamorous shit now they got
Yeah.
going, where people that makes sense for some people. Like everybody knows, they go, I have her, and I have her. We all know nobody's lying, and this is their true nature. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck a couple girls, and they know of it too. We're not lying, we're being real. There are
Mhm.
relationships like that. I respect that shit because some dudes like being with one person just sounds fucking horrible. That sounds fucking boring. Like, ugh, just the same motherfucker. Unless you want to be with that same person. If it's
Right.
natural to be with that one person, then
Right.
that's cool. There's exceptions where I'm good. But then there's people who are like, no, I need to be faithful, and you're like, oh, I need to get down there some mother pussy, man.
Listen, but if
Ah.
people keep stuff on the up and up, I'm a firm believer that things work better in that way. You're honest. You give somebody an honest opportunity to say, hey, I either want to deal with this or I don't. And if they on board, then everybody's good. So I'm not gonna knock none of what you're saying. I'm not gonna knock none of what you're saying. If you do take away some of the rules, you have a little bit more freedom to just be yourself, just be open, just be honest. It works. And when you want monogamy, you find somebody else that wants the same thing that you do. When you have one person who wants monogamy and another person over here who wants 5 and 6, like that don't match. But then you try to force those situations, you know what I mean? You try to make them work. 9 times out of 10, they don't.
That's it. It's like, yeah, man. And because I'm gonna be honest, there is nothing like new ass. Like what? Oh, shit. Oh shit. There's nothing like that. And and me, I'm 99.9%. I love black women. 99. There's maybe a 1% where somebody from another race will slip through, and I have to hit that.
Okay.
But if it's available, but as far as like if I were to be married or have kids, just have kids. I don't care about the marriage thing. If I had kids, it would be with a black woman. That's not even an effort. It's like,
now look, I'm just gonna scream for the audience. Is this open to all black women, or are you only would want something like that with a Nigerian woman?
No. Black woman.
Oh, okay.
Black is black to me. Nigerian women look like all black women look like Nigerian women, unless you're specific. Like if you're from Ethiopia and you're from Somalia, there's a look they have.
Right.
There's a look,
right.
But most people are from West Africa, African Americans, Caribbean. There's a very West African look because you could be Nigerian, you could be Caribbean, you could be, I wouldn't know what you were. You can be from Guadeloupe, St. Kitts. You can be from Suriname, the Black Dutch people that be in Amsterdam. You could be. They look like you and me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but black is black to me. Even if you're Afro Latino, I know people that look like you that are Cuban, that are Puerto Rican, that are Colombian. There's that African Latin.
But what do you think about those people? And I know we're going to get off the sex and comedy for just a second because I just enjoy your mindset. What do you think about those people, those Afro-Cubans that don't acknowledge that they are black or don't look at themselves as being black?
Well, here's the thing. They're just, it's inferiority that has been pounded into them for years, for centuries. That's all that is. It's just a inferiority complex. And when you have insecurities can be dangerous. There's insecurities of how you look. There's insecurities that are so deep where you beat up women, or you beat up women because you're so insecure. You beat them up if they're pretty and shit like that. Insecurities are dangerous, man. Look at Donald Trump. He's an insecure motherfucker. Look how he acts. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Insecurity, sexual insecurities. So with Afro-Cubans, it's a silliness because there's people that look like me and you be like, I'm not black. I go, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Right.
And they get treated like shit by the Latins that look white, that have the more European look. They get treated like shit because they're black.
Yes.
But then I understand why they don't want to claim it because of the stigma of being black. They don't want that. Now, if black, let's say, like when the Moors were running Spain for 700 years, they were dark. So everybody wanted to be dark. They wanted to be dark. Dark meant power. Like if everything was reversed, if the positions were reversed and the dark people were running everything, everybody would be dark and be ashamed to be light.
Right.
So that's all it is. It's just inferiority. It's just brainwashing because it makes no sense. You look like a black person, but until they get like arrested by cops, then they'll learn their lesson.
Hey, then everybody's black then.
Everybody's black. See,
everybody's black.
They have to go through criminal investigation to notice who they are. They always take some white cop to shoot you in your ass to go, oh yeah, I'm black. I forgot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as sexuality wise, I mean, there's nothing like black women to me. That's real shit. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. I like, because people say, do you have sex with white? I had sex with every race you can. Man, fuck yeah. Hell yeah, it was available.
Okay.
Shit. First of all, I've been around because the first thing I do is always look for black women first. That's just me. I just go.
Well, thank you, Godfrey.
It could be a group. It could be a group of girls. It could be like a bunch of white girls and some black girls, and so all together. I'm looking for the black girls first. I go there, and if they ain't giving it up, and I'm trying to get some, and if the Asian woman said, "I'll fuck you," I'm like, "Oh, gotta go." Sometimes it's like I'm trying to get something. I'm trying to get a nut off real quick. I'll fight the power later. I got to that ass real quick, man. By any means necessary.
Hey, I was gonna ask for your best piece of sex advice, but I feel like you just gave it.
Best piece of sex advice, as far as like, my thing is communication. That's all. Communication, because some girls don't like oral sex. Some girls don't like you to finger them. Some girls don't like you ask them, "Hey, what do you like?" It doesn't hurt, because
Right.
because sometimes some women will literally be like, "Oh, he wasn't shit." Da, da, da. I go, "But why didn't you say something?
Hey,
How fuck am I
important.
supposed to know? Say something."
That's
And
important.
like, help me out. Shit, don't just because you guess, because it's always 50-50. You go, "I think she likes this. Let me try it." Sometimes if someone stick their tongue in your ear, you're like, "Yo, what the
Oh, no, I
fuck?"
don't like that shit.
I didn't know that. But you know the
That
thing,
was uncomfortable when you said it.
right? But it's like, but I don't know that though.
Hmm.
Like, but you test it out.
Right.
Because I'll
Right.
hear stories like, "Yeah, this nigga gonna have nerve to try and lick me in the fucking baby." I say, "Well, why don't you tell him? Tell him something. Say, hey, don't put your tongue in there. Please don't do that. Oh,
Get your finger out of there, buddy.
yeah, don't put your finger out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't swirl it around like that. Don't do that." You never know, but communication to me is the best thing. And then even if you communicate, there's just somebody that's just not good at what they're doing. That's another thing.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
They're just
So,
bad at the shit.
so are you open to teaching your partner, or do you feel like your partner needs to come to the bedroom already having it together?
No, I'm open to teaching, man. How are they supposed to know? You hopefully they get better as you keep doing it.
Right.
Practice makes perfect, you know what I mean? So hopefully they'll get better at it. You hope.
Right.
You feel me? So, and then there's sometimes you fuck around with different girls, because certain girls have different talents.
Shout out to the talented girls.
Yeah, some girls you be like, "Damn." And some do this right, some do this, some do. I think it's a shame when someone doesn't know how to kiss neither. Oh, I hate bros that can't kiss. That's the fucking
You
worst.
know what though? That is so intimate. It's a large group of people who don't even kiss everybody, but they'll sleep with the person.
Yeah, sure.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So kissing can be very intimate, but I get
It's like,
that though. If you can't kiss me right, that sets the tone to me for the rest of the performance. Like I can't get past that part.
yeah, it's like porn, man. When you see porno dudes kiss a girl, that means she must be a bad motherfucker. I'd be like, he kissed her. He must like her. Fuck the porn. I think he
Because
likes
it's
her in the
very
porn industry.
rare.
When you
It's
see him
very
kissing, I go,
rare.
"Oh, she's a fine motherfucker." I said, I don't blame that motherfucker. She probably sucked 800 dicks, and all that. He goes, "I'm kissing her like I like her." When a
Like
porn
right
guy
now.
kisses a
Mhm.
girl, you're like, you don't see that.
That's
You
real
don't
talk
see
though.
that.
Like it's very rare that I see a dude, and I mean like turn her
Yeah,
down too. Yeah,
yeah. That
yeah.
shit is like, what is he like? I think he likes her. I think he's trying to put his dibs in right quick. Cause she
So
that bad. Like,
since
oh,
we are in the house and you are watching all this porn, look, I don't even know if you're gonna tell us this, but I'm gonna ask anyway. What's your go-to for the porn?
it varies on how I feel. It's
Oh,
like music, man. It's like sometimes I
okay.
go, oh, let's get Spanish women real quick. Let's go for the Asian ones. Let's go for the. I always go ebony all the time. But you know what's funny about porn? If you look up pretty women, they come up white girls first. They're always the default. They're always the default. But if you have to go ebony, you gotta go
Yeah,
black girls with
yeah.
ebony. You have to say that. You
Mm-hmm.
can't say, or you have to say Asian or Latin. You can't go beautiful women. They're white girls are first. Then they mix it up after a while. But it depends. It depends on what you like. You go, I want to go for big titty booty, big booty bitches. I want to go for lean, athletic bitches today. I want to go for. And I can say bitch when I'm watching porn.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? It depends on how I feel. It
Ain't
depends
nothing
on how I
wrong with
feel.
that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know,
That makes perfect sense because you're
yeah.
gonna be in different types of moods. That makes perfect sense.
It's like me in real life. Like sometimes I don't like when girls look like porn stars. I like girls that look more innocent.
Hmm.
There's some girls that they're porn stars. You're like, I'm good. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
they're doing gangbangs and laughing. I'm like, oh, they
You
laugh.
just
And
so you
they're like,
still want them to do the gangbangs. You just don't want them to look like it.
I don't want you to look like you. It's nothing to you. Don't look
Right.
like jaded. Don't look jaded. Look like you're like, I can't believe I'm getting gangbanged. Then it makes a man feel like, yeah, that's right. It's killing you, ain't it? It's a psychological thing.
Most definitely.
Voyeurism. It's psychological, man. Because what you're doing when you're watching porn is you're cheering on the dudes. You're like, yeah, fuck them. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, get in that ass, dog.
Hmm.
Living vicariously through them. This
Most
is the porn
definitely.
face, bro. That's the porn face right there.
You're so funny. You're so funny. So wrapping up, I do want to just touch on your comedy for just a minute, because the coronavirus has, shut down the clubs, shut down the tours.
Yeah.
People are now hopping online. I saw you did Ali Sadiq's thing, which I have enjoyed that tremendously.
Yeah.
I think that was just an amazing direction for people to start taking comedy. And I know it's uncomfortable for some comedians to do that, but me being on the receiving end, I could tell you as a fan, we enjoy it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I don't know, how that works, Cash App, how many people really hit y'all, but in these times, we needed that, and you guys have truly, truly been fulfilling the need, just leaps and
Thank you.
bounds. Yeah,
Thank you.
leaps and bounds. And I'm always at the comedy club. You know what I mean? I'm
Oh,
all
okay.
over the country. I'm interviewing all the time. And so I get an opportunity to laugh all the time. So when
Yeah.
you just kind of shut it down, it's totally different, sitting at home watching a funny movie than being in a comedy club,
Live, yeah.
watching, you know what I mean?
Right.
Real stand up, you know what I mean? And nothing against the people who do skits and things like that, but I'm a stand up fan.
Real stand up is a whole nother ball game. It's way harder. Doing a skit on a little social media, they ain't got it's such bullshit compared. I'm not knocking anybody's hustles because I do skits and everything, but it's not the same thing. They think
Right.
it is. I go, when you show up on that stage live, you be like, I can't edit this. Nope.
Sure can.
And
Can't
people
run
play their
that back
money.
100 times.
They play that
You know
money
what I
too.
mean?
They want some, come on, I need to be doing that for an hour. Come on
Yeah.
now. That takes years.
Hmm. Most
Yeah.
definitely. So, have you felt a major hit from the coronavirus with your comedy? Have you felt the hit, or have you looked at this time as time to grow?
Yeah, I have looked at I've had a lot of dates canceled. It's almost 2 months. Yeah, it's March, April. Yeah, I've had dates canceled. I have a lot of dates that are postponed till next year that have been moved. There's still some stuff for the rest of the year, but who knows? We're taking it week to week.
Hmm.
Um, and I've done a couple of stand-up, like Ali Sadiq. Shout out to Ali Sadiq, and some other stuff I've been doing online just to get people entertained. You know what I mean? Whether it's interviews, it's like an interview style where you're funny off of the person. We do
Hmm.
it that style because people want to be in the same room as you. Yeah, you can feel it. You don't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same as a comedy club at all. You
Right.
know,
Right.
but you got to do what you got to do to survive. And the cash apping has been working a bit. People
Okay.
donate. I know. You don't know who has what, but
Right.
there are people who are still working remotely and stuff. So when I really am thankful that people do. And then when we put up our Cash App and our Venmos, people will be like, "Oh, what's the Cash App for?" I said, "Motherfucker, because I'm working.
Hello.
I'm
These shows
working.
be free.
Funny. I'm not a fucking wind up dog. Shit. I'm working. I'm busting ass. I'm on this 3, 4, 5 hours a day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
no different than you coming to see me.
Hmm.
So, we putting in our work. This is what we do. I didn't say I was a scientist. I'm a comedian. I talk for a living. Pay me, shit. I don't, and whatever you have. I don't have a price on it, but it's appreciative because I appreciate people And I want to give what I can to make people feel better about themselves or feel better in this time of emergence. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? But it's nice when people can escape a little bit and laugh a little bit, and just, you know, all the comedians, all the performers that are getting us through this. I give a shout out to the DJs like the D Nices and the premieres and all the different battles that we're doing. Everybody's trying their best. And I have to admit that, you know, Black culture is carrying this shit on its shoulders big time.
Yes.
Black culture is carrying all of these hours of social media for everybody big time. You know, as much as we cry out for respect and don't get it too often, we still always, in times of need and in times of depression, we know how to fucking bring people out of it. Yeah. And I hope that after this, that people will really start to respect us, you know, respect us and our culture, you know, and we do it the best.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Yes. Yeah. You ain't saying the wrong whole time you've been on here, man.
Yeah.
Wrong yet.
Get your sex on out here, man. Get Corona style quarantine. And shit.
Listen, I appreciate you being part of my show and jumping in with these Corona Chronicles. Everybody has really, really enjoyed it. So I appreciate it, though. Thank you so much. And for all the people who might be living under a rock and don't know who Godfrey is, if you could please share your social media.
Oh, my social media on my Instagram. I'm closing in on 400,000 followers, folks.
Listen, and your live be hilarious.
Thank you very much.
I go your live quite often.
I go
just
live.
Conversations.
I go live since this quarantine. Every night between like 12 and 5 or 1 and 5, 1 and 6. I go on. Sometimes you'll see me talking to my boy Pete Guns or Shang. You know, the comedian. You should talk. I don't know if you've talked to Shang yet.
I haven't yet.
I'll tell Shang about you. You have to interview Shang. Shang's fantastic. Shang, my boy is Tony Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, have you talked to Tony Baker yet?
No, I haven't.
Tony Baker, Ruben Paul.
Oh.
Ruben Paul. I'll tell him all about you. Ruben Paul.
Thank you.
You should interview Ruben Paul. Those are my dudes. They're gonna give you some great shit. And yeah, my Instagram is Comedian Godfrey. Please follow me at Comedian Godfrey. Also, my YouTube channel is Godfrey Shy, because I'm originally from Chicago, Godfrey CHI. Also, my podcast is In Godfrey We Trust, which is Tuesdays and Fridays at 9:30 on the Gas Digital Network. Promo code Godfrey, promo code Godfrey 30, because you can watch it for free till May 15th. But you know, check out my podcast and all that, and the Yada Mean podcast with Raw Digger and Lord Jamar on, Yada Mean podcast on the Godcast. Also, I do that. So yeah, and my Twitter, Godfrey Comedian. Godfrey Comedian is my Twitter. You got to name all this crap, man.
You doing it though. Isn't it nice to have such an extensive list? You know what I mean?
It is, because you know why? Because, while you're, trying to get on TV shows and all this other stuff, you can build your audience every day with all these different platforms. You can do it on your own. You feel like you're doing it on your own. You're not waiting for people. You're doing it on your own. No complaining, no excuses. Put your phone up, press record, and do something. You know what I mean? Do something. Shit. You're forced.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, thank you again for being a part of the Love Below Season 3.
Love
this
Below,
Chronicles. Yo, I'll be so happy, you guys, when we get back to it, get back to hitting these stages, get back to meeting and seeing you all in person. It's coming. It's coming. Don't drink no bleach so we can see you there too.
Yo, man. Those some white kids doing that shit. No black
people doing that shit. They did.
They're like, dude, let's just try it and see what happens. You might be right.
Just when I try to have a sliver, somebody just going fuck up. Now, when he said that, I said, ain't nobody really gonna do that. I know it's people that's not that stupid. I said, oh.
The thing is, they've been having on the directions, keep out of reach of children, do not swallow, and if swallowed, call emergency. It's been on since for 50 goddamn years. All of a sudden, we gonna drink Clorox. Shut up. You deserve to die. Fuck you doing. You doing? Stop. Don't drink it.
Well, you have a good evening. It was great talking with you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Peace. All right. Peace.